Hi, my name is Juan Ramirez. I'm one of the product specialists here at Mazda of Elk Grove, and today I'm here to show you the brand new 2019 Mazda 3. So Mazda is a design company and an engineering company all wrapped up in an auto manufacturer. What I mean by that is they have a design language they use called Kodo, which is the soul of motion. One of the few companies that actually starts out with clay modeling and then computer rendering. So you actually have a tenured Takumi craftsman of 20 plus years experience handcrafting every line, every crease, and every design element you see. They want every panel, every part to be molded by hand that the eye touches. The Kodo Soul of Motion design follows through the rest of the whole car. One really cool thing that they did was mold the body panels to make it look like there's body lines that aren't actually there. Between the paint and the body panels working together, it's just a feast for the eyes. For comparison's sake, I brought my very own 2018 Mazda 3 just to kind of show you what makes a new one different and better. We'll talk about the engine. So Mazda really had a clean slate approach and said we need to design this thing from the ground up to be as efficient as possible without sacrificing any power or driving enjoyment. Direct injection, higher compression ratio, and some thermal efficiency technologies that help with unwanted heat and keeping the engine right where it needs to be. Now let me tell you what that really means to me as a driver. For my day-to-day commute, I find that I get every bit of the advertised fuel economy, no problem. Every bit of the driving enjoyment I expect, it's all there. Now, when I take my wife on longer trips out of town, like for example our Monterey trip on our anniversary every year, I make it a game to see how high I can get that trip computer to read. Now, my personal best is last trip to Monterey, I squeezed 46 miles to the gallon out of that trip there and back from Sacramento. Mazda has done a fantastic job with engineering this engine and what it's supposed to do, and I'm thrilled. Now, I did not think they can improve on that, and they did. One of the things they did is they introduced cylinder deactivation, which helps further my little fuel economy game, and I can't wait to try that out in the real world. So what that basically means is you have a 4-cylinder engine that shuts off 2 cylinders under certain conditions to help promote better fuel economy. Now, Mazda has 2 excellent transmissions you can option on your 2019 Mazda 3. On my car, I opted for the manual transmission. I'm an enthusiast, I'm a purist, and frankly a little bit of a snob. That's okay. So here we are in the new 2019 Mazda 3 hatchback. Now, this one is equipped with an automatic, and actually, I'm okay with that, and here's why. Now, this is a continuation of Mazda's SkyActiv approach. Start from the ground up and make sure that the car is fun to drive and efficient. Most manufacturers are actually switching towards a CVT transmission with no gears, which is fine, it's efficient, but it creates a whole bunch of unwanted noise, typically, and it's not that fun to drive. Now, Mazda uses a more traditional 6-speed automatic, produces a fun-to-drive feel without sacrificing that efficiency like I mentioned before. So you have lightweight components, quick shift times, and to my delight, some are options with paddle shifters for manual shifting or the manual shift mode. Mazda has this design philosophy where the horse and rider should be as one, or as they say in Japan, jinba itai. So what that means is I can close my eyes and I can comfortably reach the shifter, the infotainment controls, the steering wheel, the paddle shifters, the window controls, without reaching or taking my body off of my seat. The car is strong where it needs to be and light where it counts. So you have your door skins, which are made with thinner metal, and some of the body panels to keep the weight down, but underneath the door skin, you have high tensile strength steel to keep you and your occupants safe. So one brand new thing for the 2019 Mazda 3 that I'm really excited about is the optional availability of all-wheel drive. Now, my wife drives a 2015 CX-5 that we both love and adore. Now that's more for our trips up to the mountains and the snow, maybe a little playing off-road, and we've come to really enjoy it for that functionality, and I'm excited to have that functionality on my next Mazda 3. So the Bose sound system on my 2018 features 2 bass drivers on either front door, which is fantastic. I love them. What I didn't realize, it was an opportunity for Mazda to make the interior quieter without sacrificing sound quality. On this new one, you'll find that the bass driver is notably absent from the door. They've moved it, and they did that to not invite so much outside noise into the car. Having a 9-inch circle in the door to accommodate that bass driver invited outside noise, more than Mazda wanted to be in the interior. Now, by no means is my old car loud, but this one's just that much quieter. It's a thicker windshield. Now, I didn't know that this triple laminated windshield would reject so much noise from the outside, but it does. The thicker side glass as well, the extra sound deadening material. Now, Mazda has been known for making vehicles that are fun to drive and really invite feedback, and they've really found a balance of having the car communicate with you without completely isolating you from the road. Now, hopefully by now you can see why I love my 2018 Mazda 3 so much and why these improvements have me so excited to lease a new 2019 for myself. Now, I invite you to come down and experience the car for yourself and truly feel alive.